One of the issues agitating the All Progressives Congress is who becomes President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's running mate in 2027. Will he retain Kassim Shettima or will he replace him? Some time ago, it would seem that Kassim Shettima was complaining of being marginalized, but he has since stopped complaining, and now at this moment he seems to be disturbed, upset that he may be replaced in 2027. On what basis? Well, that he ever complained of marginalization, saying that the president was replacing him or sidelining him for his own son, for the president's own son, and that what he should be assigned are assigned to Tinubu's son. Well, whether that is true or not, it will seem that Kassim Shettima is not complaining now, but how to retain his position as Tinubu's running mate in 2027. There are those saying that it is because of fear of Nigeria's reaction on Muslim ticket of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kassim Shettima. Well, some of those who are said to have agitated for Muslim ticket, that although Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Muslim from the southwest, he must choose a northern Muslim as his running mate in 2023. Nigerians were agitated, but the powers that be had their way. It is also controversial whether the duo, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kassim Shettima, actually won the presidential position or election free and fair. Well, that is neither here nor there. But by now, in 2025, Nigerians are less worried about Muslim presidency, but the performance of the Muslim presidency. That what has become of Nigeria under the president being a Muslim and his vice president being a Muslim. So that is not the current agitation or the issue agitating Nigerians, but the hardship in the land, the economic hardship and pervasive insecurity are the major concerns of Nigerians. Mushrooming armed bandits and outright terrorist organizations that were not there coming to Nigeria because the land is rendered fertile through perpetuation of the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, herdsmen terrorism, and the president, who, like his predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari, doubles himself as Nigeria's petroleum minister without accounting for anything as the president or as Nigeria's petroleum minister. Well, declaring fuel subsidy gone and all other subsidies gone, yet sinking Nigeria in debts is another concern of Nigerians. So, it's now of less concern that the president and his vice president are Muslims, but that Nigeria is not making progress, but going deeper down the ditch. So it is their headache, and I think that right-thinking Nigerians should be focused on what Nigerians, common Nigerians, including workers, business people, artisans, are going through. Even students. The government asking students from indigent students to come for loan in the ocean of indigent students is scary. So all subsidies are gone, including education subsidy, and refusing to pay living wage to workers. So Muslim ticket becomes a non-issue at this point. So the two of them, the president and his vice president, are more concerned about their re-election, that peace and than economic justice and peace. Or rather, we start with peace and economic justice, because where there is no peace, you can't talk of justice, as a matter of fact. And there can be no peace where the people feel cheated, exploited, economically subjugated of a presidency, removing subsidies from basic necessities of life to fund pilgrimage boards and subsidize pilgrimages for privileged Christians and Muslims, and doing anything but catering for common people beyond the claim of transferring funds to indigent households while turning workers' households into indigent households. So, and more importantly, fundamentally, crucially, that what progress has the so-called All Progressives Congress brought to Nigeria since 2015 till date, a period of more than 10 years. The same empty promises. There is light at the end of the tunnel, but when are we going to get to the end of the tunnel? In more than 10 years, in more than 12 years, and the president traveling like a bird, at Nigeria's expense, as if the insecurities and worsening mass abject poverty don't matter. What does he cause the government to stop war against the Boko Haram Muslim community? Stop herdsmen terrorism. And if fuel subsidy is gone, what is fuel subsidy? What does it mean in Nigerian context? And not only that fuel subsidy is gone, but even other subsidies are gone. Fuel subsidy is relevant where a country has no petroleum but other resources from which they subsidize oil for citizens, which does not apply to Nigeria. So these are issues that are agitating Nigerians, are no longer a Muslim ticket. A Muslim ticket is not the best in a country like ours, in a well, we can't say Nigeria is a multi-religious country. Nigeria is not a multi-religious country. Constitutionally, Nigeria by constitution is religionless, but that the criminal rulers of Nigeria are imposing Islam on Nigeria and as a corollary Christianity. Unfortunately, some people also call themselves Isheshe people and wanting government to be doing for Isheshe people what the government is doing for Islam and Christianity. And I say no, that's not what Nigeria needs. What Nigeria needs is that Nigeria rulers should hands off religions for the owners to take care of their own religions or abandon it if they like. The only indispensable thing is God himself, the creator, owner, and ruler of the world. Religion is a means of human exploitation, with particular reference to the missionary religions. We don't know what they are marketing, what they are propagating. God is all over the world, is self-propagating, and so on. So for another group of religionists to want to impose religion on Nigeria should be resisted. Religion per se, no. Life is not about religion. It's about God. It's about God. Faith in God. Love of God and neighbor. Concern for neighbor, which is not preached by missionary religions. What the missionary religions are preaching are themselves religions. They are propagating religions. They are not propagating human unity, human love, mercy, consideration. No. They are selling religion. They are not propagating human unity, human concern, and so on. No, it's not in their lexicon. It's not in their lexicon.